There's one grave mistake that you don't want to make if you currently or plan to sell digital products. And in this video, we're going to break down in 5 simple steps how you can avoid it and start monetizing on social media. If we haven't met already, my name's Stan and I've helped my clients make over 6 figures selling digital products. But there's one core problem that you don't even realize. If you mess this up, you'll either be making $1,000 or $100,000. And that leads us to step number one. So how do you actually make 100K selling digital products? What even is a digital product? And here are a few different types of digital products that a lot of people sell and are making money online literally today. So, number one is memberships. This is just a community where you host a course, you give coaching, and it's literally just an all in one digital product where people can access your information, your coaching, your knowledge, and be able to interact with other people who are also on the same journey. A done for you template or PDF is just a simple downloadable that people can buy from you, which allows them to extract the information that they're looking for very quick and gives them that transformation literally immediately. So they don't have to spend time trying to watch a 20-minute video or a 20-minute course. It literally has everything that they need. They can pull it up, use it, and instant value. Online coaching is just helping people get a transformation and training them virtually online. And this allows you to not only talk to your customers and know what they're dealing with, but it allows your customers to have someone in their back pocket who's helping them and guiding them through the entire process of achieving whatever goal that is you help them with. Apps is another type of digital product. Since it's delivered digitally, you make it digitally, and people use it digitally. This is a not a very common talked about digital product, but just to give you guys the scope of what digital products actually are. Like it's anything that you create online that you can deliver and be used online. Affiliate products are a good one. This is like courses, memberships that people are already done for you. All you have to do is just start promoting it. These are the ones that I currently recommend as a beginner. You want a affiliate product, a done for you template, or online coaching so that you can learn the ropes and kind of get used to promoting and how people work and how to grow on social media and how to sell things online. It gives you that experience firsthand, and then you can go create a membership or app, online workshop, and which leads us to our last one, an online workshop. This is for more experienced people who know what they're doing already. You can host a workshop that you do virtually on Zoom, and you can help people, show them what you do, how you help, whatever problem that it is that you solve. So the key thing here is to choose your product based on where you're at in your journey. A simple MVP equals faster feedback. What do I mean by a simple MVP? MVP is the minimum viable product. As beginners, you're very ambitious. You have a lot of things that you want to accomplish. You want to make a lot of money online. I understand because I was the same exact way. But when you choose, for example, an app as a first time digital product seller, or you choose a membership as your first digital product, what happens is it takes months or it takes weeks to create it. Then you have to set it up, then you have to start promoting it, then you have to go back and fix it, and it there's a lot of kinks that you don't see early on. You just feel very good about it in the beginning. You feel like you're doing something and you're gonna change the world. But at the end of the day, if it drains everything out of you and you don't have time, energy, or resources to continue to promote it, continue to improve it, you get burnt out very fast, and it's like you're on a rabbit wheel, right? You feel like you're doing all the good stuff. You're moving. I can't talk today. It feels like you're doing everything that you need to do. You're running, but you're not getting anywhere. So as a beginner, you want to choose the best for you. And I would recommend an affiliate product, a done for you template, or online coaching because you can literally set it up and have it out into the world within a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And yeah, this just allows you to monetize your knowledge. That's what digital products are for. They allow you to take the information that you have in your brain, put it into a product that you can deliver to people online. This is the unique zone of expertise, skills, or hobbies that people identify with online. So every digital product that there is, the only reason why they exist, and the ones that are doing good, the only reason why they exist is because someone is looking for a very specific thing. And if you have knowledge or experience on that thing, it allows you to monetize it. But don't get this twisted. It's not just taking any type of information that you have in your brain or in your mind and putting it into a product. You also have to be good at whatever you're selling. So it's not just about, oh, I think I want to start a community for, let's say, fishing, right? And you just started fishing. Ideally, if you are looking to make money off this community and you're looking to monetize it, you have to be proficient at fishing. You have to be good at it, right? It's not just, oh yeah, I've been fishing for 2 days and I'm already ready to start a community around fishers, right? With the intent of monetizing or with the intent of making a lot of money. You have to get good at it. This is a step that you cannot skip. It doesn't matter how passionate you are. It doesn't matter, how much you feel about this thing. You have to be good at it. And that is something that you have to learn and grow. And if you already have the skills, or if you already have the expertise behind your belt, then that works in your favor, because now you can take all the information that you have and literally put it into a digital product. So this leads us to step number one, which is creating your ideal avatar. A lot of people skip this step because they think it's overwhelming or it's too much, but we're going to break it down into a simple, easy action step, and I'll show you guys exactly how you can do it. So, your goal is to figure out who you're most fit to serve. The reason why a lot of people struggle online is because they don't know who they're talking to. They don't know their frustrations, what they're dealing with, what their avatar actually wants, right? They're unclear on who their content is for. They're unclear on who their product is for. And when you talk about it, when you speak about it, what happens is people don't understand who you're talking to. They think that you're just talking at the wall, or you're just, blabbering or yapping around without having a clear message, a clear framing, just a clear message to speak to people, right? What did you struggle with 6 months to a year ago? What specific problem were you trying to solve? Were you trying to lose weight? Were you trying to fix your credit? Were you trying to sell a digital product? Were you trying to grow on TikTok? Were you trying to grow on YouTube? What were you trying to solve a year ago? And if you haven't solved it, that's okay, because you can also do a problem that you are currently trying to solve in your life. So you don't have to be an expert, you don't have to be a guru, you don't have to know everything, right? You can also choose something that you are currently trying to solve. And if you don't know kind of like what it is that you're working on, and what it is that you actually want to start improving your skills and monetizing, a simple guide or a simple step that I have for you is search your YouTube watch history, your personal conversations, and goals you've already set for yourself. So think about the things that you are already doing and consuming and obsessing over, and that was where you'll start to uncover a little bit about where you should be, or where the direction of who you can help might be. So for example, what do I mean by that? If you are watching tons of videos on how to lose weight and build muscle, right? And let's say you're a guy at the age of 30, you might be most fit to serve older men who are looking to lose weight and build muscle. If you are trying to solve your credit score, if you're trying to fix your credit score so that you can buy your first house, and you just started obsessing over credit and building your credit, and that is something that you truly find joy in, and you're truly trying to just get better at it and help other people, and you're helping them for completely free, that is something that might be in your unique zone of value. But you have to find it, you have to uncover it, you have to search for it, because it's not just about skills, passions, and hobbies. It might be something that you're just good at and you're better than everyone else at, right? It's not always sometimes that you're just going to have a passion that you want to monetize. And I suggest not always trying to monetize your passions, and keeping it as a passion and finding what you're just naturally good at better than anyone else, and just working on that. So the action steps I want you to take is, once you find the specific thing that you've been working on and that you want to help other people with online so that you can monetize your knowledge, one is to write down their core desires. So what are they trying to achieve in life? So just the same way that when you started your journey, you had something specific that you were trying to achieve, write down those exact steps. What is it that your avatar is trying to achieve? If you're in the credit niche, for example, right? Do they want to live in a better home for their families? Do they want to improve their credit score so that they can start traveling and seeing the world? Um, are they looking to, expand their investments and buy investment properties? Are they looking to buy their first car? What are their desires? What are the things that they want out of life and out of the specific niche that you're in, so that you can understand how to position this and use this later? And we're going to talk about this a little bit later. Two, write down their frustrations. So, what are they doing right now that they are frustrated with? For example, in the weight loss industry or in weight loss niche, right? People might be dieting, they might be in the gym, but they're not seeing any progress. They're going to the gym every day, but it's just not working. They lose a little weight and it comes right back. Or they might be dieting and they're not seeing any progress at all. They don't know what to do. They don't know what foods to eat. They might be getting enough sleep or not getting enough sleep, and they don't understand how sleep plays a role into their lives, into their diet, into their gains. And things that just frustrate them. They're looking online for it. They're searching up how to have better technique in the gym or better form in the gym, what type of split do I need to use in order to lose weight and gain muscle. Write down the things that they are frustrated with, that they are going through right now. Are they, if you help people with content, are they posting content and not getting views? Are they posting content, getting views, but no one is engaging and it's just getting them mad and flustered? Write down these things. This is what's going to help you later. As I said before, we're going to talk about. And then write down their limiting beliefs, right? A big limiting belief that I see that a lot of people have is, oh my gosh, the algorithm doesn't like me. Oh, I'm stuck in the 200 to 300 view jail. And a lot of people inside of my membership, when we're talking to them, they're scared of the algorithm. They're scared of social media. They think that social media is a problem and they don't put the blame on themselves. And that is a very big limiting belief that they have. So write down 4 to 5 limiting beliefs that they may have around whatever topic or niche that you're in. And then this will help you to finally identify their ideal transformation. So, what is the place that they're at now and where are they trying to go? I want you guys to think A to B and not A to Z. So, I know how it feels to want to help someone achieve their goal and have the most amazing results, but at the end of the day, people are not looking to go from A to Z. They don't even think that A to Z is possible yet. You have to slowly introduce them to that later down the line. But in the very beginning stages of when they're just getting to know you and when you're trying to build your audience and build your first digital product or maybe your second or even a successful one, you have to focus on A to B. What is the next steps that they have to take? So identify their ideal transformation, what they want out of your niche. Do they want to lose weight and finally feel comfortable in their clothes? Are they trying to build their credit scores that they can buy of their first home in their family? Are they trying to become a millionaire through crypto or stocks or investing, whatever the case may be? What is their ideal transformation for the people inside your niche? And this is what's going to lead you into step number 2. But before we get there, I have a free avatar worksheet down below in the comments. It'll be in the description. I said comments. It'll be in the description so you guys can download it. It's completely free. You don't have to pay for anything. And let's get right into step number 2, which is post your hero's journey. The goal for this step is to build a micro personal brand that your audience trusts. You don't have to be viral. You don't need a lot of views and clicks, and you don't need millions of followers in order to make money online. Those days are long gone. You just need the right people. And posting your hero's journey, which we're going to break down, allows you to do that. It allows you to build trust without going viral, without having lots of views. If you go look at my account right now, I have under 50 followers, right? And that has been able to get me clients. Under 50 followers, and I've been able to get clients. And I just started. I literally started probably like a month ago. I haven't really been posting consistently as I'd like to. And posting your hero's journey allows you to build rapport with your audience, with a very small audience. And as you continue to grow, and as you continue, it's not to say that I don't want to grow, I don't want to get better, I don't want to improve. I have things that I need to improve myself, but posting your hero's journey allows people to build that rapport with you immediately. So I want you to use your avatar worksheet as a base for your content and messaging. Because think about in the first step, now you've identified all the things that they're going through, their frustrations, their core beliefs, their limiting beliefs. You know exactly who this person is, right? And what they want out of life or what they want out of your specific niche. You're going to use this in your content and in your messaging. So treat your audience as if it's their first time meeting you. What do I mean by that? Well, if you think about social media, right, there's a lot more people who don't know you versus the people who do know you. So if I'm meeting you for the first time, I need to know a few things about you. I need to know what you've been through, what's going on in your life when it pertains to your specific niche. I need to know the challenges, the wins, the highs, the lows. If you want me to ever spend money with you, I need to know you as a person. So here's a breakdown of the hero's journey, right? All it is just sharing your adventure, sharing your arc, right? It's like any if you watch anime or if you watch Marvel, right? Every hero has a journey that they go through that they embark on, and there's a bunch of highs and lows. There's a bunch of little things that they have to go through, accomplish. They have to be defeated. They have to come up. They have to rise again. And this is what ties you to that character. Think about Spider-Man. Think about Batman. They all had, a Superman. All had stories where they had some big problem that they had to face or some new adventure that they had to go on, and then they met someone, right? And then they had to change themselves, and then they had a bunch of trials and failure, and then they had to grow as a person, become entire new being superhero, and completely changed their entire lives. It had a shift in their lives. And then this is what, as a watcher, as a viewer, builds your trust and connection with the hero. So in your story, in your book, in your business, you are the hero. It starts with a call to adventure. We're gonna go through this very quick. I'm not gonna break down the entire thing, but it starts with a call to adventure. So what's the new thing that you did? What is the niche that you jumped in? Right? What is the thing that you started for the first time ever? And then you met who introduced you into it, right? What got you started? Was it a YouTube video? Was it a friend? Was it a mentor? What started you? And then how did you go from where you were to just beginning, right? What was the first steps that you had to take? What did you watch a YouTube video first? Did you buy a course first? Did you just launch a product just because? What did you do, right? And then you talk about the trials and failure. You talk about your growth, your new skills, and then the new person that you had to become, your mindset shift, what finally changed. And then you just go through your atonement, gets a gift, and return changed. So this three parts right here. More simple way, I would like to look at it as, what do you have to go through to finally get that big win? What do you have to go through to finally get that big change in your life? That big accomplishment that you were looking for. And you want to talk about this in your content, an entire framework that you can use within your content, right? You want to talk about your adventure. You want to just plug you into each and every one of these steps. So what is your adventure that you had to go on? Who introduced you? What was your first step? What trials and failure and problems did you have on your journey? What new skills did you have? Were you before, and who did you become after? What's the big mindset change that you had? And you just talk about this in your content, right? I know that it sounds like I'm repeating myself a little bit, but you literally just have to show people all these trials and tribulations and challenges and these new things and these bad things and these good things that happen in your life through your content and through your messaging. And I'm going to give you guys some examples below of me and my first few posts that I've used. So here is like a personal struggle piece where I talked about a lesson I learned in the past 12 months selling digital products. Here's a time-saving hack that can help my audience. Um, from what I've learned, here's a relatable harsh truth. Here's relatable advice. Here's a mini teaching, I would say. Here's a personal big win with one of my clients. Here's a personal small win that I had. Here's some more quick advice. And all this does, it allows people to know a little bit more about you and what you do and how you helped, right? So they kind of get to see a little bit inside of your mind. They kind of get to see the highs and lows. When you first started a journey, you're so happy you started it. You took that first step, you took that leap of faith, and then you start to see all the things that come with it. You see the challenges, the hardships, the failures. You're not that good at it yet, and then you get that first win, and you start to learn like more about the new skills that you need to get better at, and then you have to continue to go on this journey of going high and low, high and low. And this is what allows people to just build that trust with you early on and know that you are on this journey. You have um you have actually went through what you're talking about, right? It's not just about, oh yeah, I just started selling credit repair yesterday, right? You have to show that you are on that journey. And if you are a beginner, like a complete beginner, you haven't really started in your niche yet, you haven't really, delved or dived into it, what this allows you to do is just show the journey as you go on it, right? And people build that trust because now they feel like they're on the journey with you. They feel like they're going through it with you. And this allows them to have a deeper connection, a deeper sense of, what's the word I'm looking for? A deeper sense of like attachment to your journey. So, which leads us to step number 3, and that is to find your audience's direct pain points. So a big issue that a lot of people have is that they don't know what your audience is actually going through, right? Even if you've lived in the shoes of whoever you're helping, like so someone that was trying to build their credit in the past 6 months, and you were also trying to build your credit in the past 6 months, they still might be going through things that you didn't even realize or didn't even see, because everyone goes through life with their own lens. So the goal of this is to become crystal clear on what I can't talk today. The goal on this is to become crystal clear on what your audience is dealing with. You want to know exactly what their pain points are. So to do this, I want you to talk to your audience every single day, especially on Instagram, on platforms like Instagram, and YouTube. You can talk to your audience, right? If you don't have a YouTube audience yet, um, it'll be hard to talk to them directly because it'll be like through video or through comments. But if you have Instagram, if you're using Instagram, I recommend Instagram because you can DM people, you can talk to them, and this allows you to just have conversations, right? It allows you to just talk to them and talk about what are your pain points, what are your struggle. I want you to ask them their pain points, their struggles, their frustrations, so that you can know a little bit more about what they're dealing with and be crystal clear on what it is. A lot of people make the mistake of not talking to their customers or not talking to their leads, their potential audience, and they create products that people don't even want. Why? Because you don't even understand the problem at its core. Business is simple. You don't need to try to come up with a problem. The problem is already there. You just need to find it. So, what I want you to do is make a list of patterns that you recognize, right? So, as you start talking, in the beginning stage, you might have one person or you might not have anyone. But as you continue to post your hero's journey, continue to post content, you're going to start attracting people to your page. You're going to start following people. People are going to start following you. They're going to start engaging with you. I want you to DM them, ask them hi, like introduce yourself. I want you to ask them, what is it exactly that you're dealing with? What are you going through? What is happening in your life right now that you're trying to fix? And then just continue to dig and dig and dig. Ask more questions. Ask why. Ask how. Really go into depth with their problems and understand what they're going through. This allows you to identify patterns as you talk to more people, and you will understand the common root problem to use later in your offer. So as you do this, right, you're going to start talking to one person, then it's going to be two, three, four, five, so on and so forth. And you're going to start to realize, like, oh, wow, everyone's dealing with the same common issue. So if they just had this product or this offer, right, this would solve their problem. And to make that product or that offer actually good, you have to know what the common root is. So if you don't know the common root problem, you won't ever be able to solve it. And that is why most beginners' digital products aren't really that good. Step 4 is I want you to create a freebie and grow your email list. The goal here is to craft an offer from their pain points that they will love. Just like I said before, your goal is to not create a problem. Problems are already there. You just have to find them. Talking to them, to your customers, allows you to do this efficiently. It allows you to know exactly what to say in your offer, exactly what to put in there, and allows you to be crystal clear on what they want and what's gonna make them like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I need. So um for your email list, I want you to nurture your audience with value emails and storytelling. And then based on your conversations, create an offer that solves one specific problem. So let's go through examples of nurture emails and value emails. A nurture example would be to address their pain points and what they're going through, and then tell a specific story that they can relate to and see themselves in. This is more like having a relatable conversation with a friend. You know that friend that you have where you talk to them and they have a similar problem that they're dealing with in their life, and you're just telling your story and they tell their story, and that is literally all your conversation is about. It's kind of like that. You want to build rapport with them. You want to connect with them because these people don't know you, right? Your leads don't really know you yet, especially as a beginner. If you're just starting out, they don't really understand who you are and how you help them. So, what you want to do is connect with them first instead of trying to sell and sell and sell and say, hey, this is what I have. I want you to connect with them, build a relationship with them. And this is what tears down that wall of trust and allows them to start connecting with you. And then what I want you to do after your nurture emails, I want you to also give them value emails. So this is talking about their pain points, what they're dealing with, and how they can solve them. So you give them actionable steps, extra content, or free downloads they can immediately use. So not only did you build a connection with them through telling them your story and letting them know what you went through, but you also give them advice and actionable steps that helps you build authority and shows them that you know what you're talking about. And this is what primes them to your offer so that when it comes time to buy, they're like, hey, I like this guy, number one. And number two, he's helped me solve this specific problem, which is exactly what I was looking for. Now, based off these conversations, you create an offer that solves one specific problem. If you're a beginner, preferably done with you coaching like Zoom calls or a done for you template, only because this allows you to shorten the time span in which you have an idea and put it out into the world. Most beginners, they struggle with they have an idea, it makes them feel good. They feel so good about it. They want to create the next best app. They want to be the next Steve Jobs, the next Jeff Bezos, and you work on a product for let's say 7 months and you put it out and no one wants to buy it. that is extremely, that's like the biggest waste of time. And I also did this when I first started out, and I understand the need and want to put out something that's amazing. But in the beginning, you just need to make sure that what the problem that you're trying to solve, people actually want it solved, right? You don't want to try to solve a problem that no one cares about or no one is willing to pay for. And that is what allows you to understand if people actually want to pay for it, which leads us to step number 5. Step number 5 is to launch your beta offer. The goal here is to launch your offer to a very limited amount of people on your email/social media audience. Why would we pick a beta launch? Why would we do a beta launch, right? What is the point of beta launch? This allows you to work with your first few, I can't talk. This allows you to work with your first few clients and get a feel for the entire industry, the entire niche, and how you help them, your program. You see where clients are getting stuck and it improves your program. And it's also simple to launch and you're not overwhelmed with a lot of customers. As I said, as I've been saying this entire time, in your beginning stages, you want to keep it very simple, very concise. Your beta offer allows you to test it, see where people need help with, see what direct problems they're going through, and then how you can improve your program and your offer based on working with a few small sample clients, right? So as you're helping these 1 to 2 people, you're seeing like, oh, they're getting stuck here. So I need to add something here to help them. Okay, the next point that they're getting stuck at is here. I need to add something else to help them. And this is what allows you to create a product that is actually good. There's going to be a lot of iterations. It's not just going to be a one-time chat GPT, make a coaching program for me, and then you're done. You're going to have to actually put it out into the world, see if it works, see where people are getting stuck, and then continue to improve it, get better, get better, get better until you create the perfect product. And that is where a lot of people make the mistake. They just think that they're going to put out a product and everybody's going to buy it and they're going to be rich. No, a lot of times it's 10, 15, 20, 30, hundreds of iterations before you actually get a product that people actually want to buy and is actually good and makes you money. So I want you to use your email list or your social media audience to promote your offer. For your first launch, you could do this by writing a value email and letting your audience know at the end of the email about your offer. So it'd be like, hey, if you're dealing with XYZ, here is how you can fix it, and here's the problem that you have. And if you personally like my help on helping you fix this problem, here's a link to book a call, or here's a link to my offer, or here you can DM me on Instagram, right? And I want you to close leads that respond to your email or DM you on Instagram. So again, you can also promote this on Instagram. You can have a quick story that says like, hey, same thing. If you're dealing with this problem and you like my help, here's how I can help you. Here's my offer. Ideally at this stage too, you are talking to people in the DMs. So if you're building that constant flow of conversations that we were talking about in step 3, I believe, you'll have people already ready to pay you for your product because you've helped them, you've nurtured them, you talk to them and show them that you actually care and interested in helping them solve their problems. And if you just go to back to those people, be like, hey, here's the offer that I have. If you're looking for help or if you would like to take the next step, and present that to them. You just rinse and repeat this. Continue to grow your email list and nurture your email list and promote your offer. So your first time, you might have one person. You might even have 0 people, right? But then as you continue to grow and continue to get better, you continue to post, you continue to make pitches to your offer, you're gonna get that first person. After the first person, you work with them for a limited amount of time. You get better, you improve your product, you improve your program, and then you go on. Once their time is up, you go on to the next 2 people or the next 3 people or next 4 people. And as this is going on, it allows you to collect testimonials, it allows you to grow your audience, it allows you to show that you are helping people establish your authority and continue to grow and get better. As I said, these iterations are going to help you in the long run. So if you have a specific question that you'd like to ask, let me know down in the comments and I'll create a video responding to all of you guys' comments. Or I'll create a video for the best comment and I'll try my best to answer all of them.